air conditioner humming, a losing tone. Inside the house feeling like mid-June. Sun is dipping low behind the oak tree line. Pour a little bourbon, baby, take your hand in mine. Kick open the screen door, let it slam behind. Leave the worries of the day inside for the moths to find. We're doing the porch watch, watching the world go slow. Nowhere to be, but know why we need to go. Perched on the steps while the street lights flicker on. Waiting for the heat to fade into the dawn. Just you and me and the hum of the streetcar while sitting on the stoop, watching the city tire. Mr. Boudreaux walking his little pug. Air smells like sweet olive, a warm embrace like a hug. Distant trumpet, practicing the scale. Somewhere down in the quarter, telling a lonesome tale. Condensation dripping off my glass. Watching the shadows lengthen on the grass. We're doing the porch watch, watching the world go slow. Nowhere to be and nowhere we need to go. While the street lights flicker on, waiting for the heat to fade into the dawn. Just you and me and the hum of the streetcar wire, sitting on a stoop, watching the city tire. Yeah. Man is packing up, lights are turning bright. Bartender says, "Son, we ain't done with the night." Now, yeah. Don't go up or down, don't leave it on the wood. We got a loophole here and it's understood. It's size a plastic stack right across the bar. Take it with you, man, no matter where you are. No rush, no stress, just a little plastic careless for the excess. We doing the Go-Cup Strut, walking down the street. Got a shuffle in the shoes and a rhythm in the feet. Try this in New York, we catch a case, but down in the corner, it's a different pace. Pull it up, let it down, down, down. Just something with a Go-Cup, through the town. Bouncer at the door, gives a little nod. He checks the plastic, gives the wink to the squad. Cash stays inside, that's the golden rule. Walk out with the crystal, you look like a fool. From the Spider Cat, all the way to BBA. Ice is clinking soft in a rhythmic way. No rush, no stress, just a little plastic chalice, full of excess. We doing the Go-Cup Strut, walking down the street. Got a shuffle in the shoes and a wiggle in the feet. Try this in New York, you catch a case, but down in the corner, it's a different pace. Pour it up, let it down. Yeah, starting with a Go-Cup, through the town. Sip it slow, let the humidity flow. Up for the road, one for the show. One for the show. You're doing the Go-Cup Strut, walking down the street, got a shovel in the suit and a rhythm in the feet. Side is New York, you catch a case, but down in the corner, it's a different pace. Pour it up, let it down, just sudden with a Go-Cup through the town. Don't spit at a drop. But it's going in. Go-Cup. Got a one-bed shotgun, elevated off the street. Only got one bathroom, one living room, love seat. Check the mailbox Tuesday, tore the envelope in two. Look at what they're charging, I'm turning shades of blue. Sewage and water, Porch Roulette. Place your bets upon the dial. Will they send a human out, or estimate a while? Spin the wheel of fortune, watch the water pressure drop. $5,000 for a faucet that I already may stop. They claim I use the river 500,000 gallons straight, like I'm filling up Lake Pontchartrain, right outside my gate. Call the St. Joseph office, hear the waiting music loop, drowning in the logic of this bureaucratic soup. Let's break down the metrics. It's a physical illusion. The 3/4 inch pipe causing maximum confusion. At 15 gallons a minute, running heavy, running deep. I'd have to leave it open 16 hours while I sleep. It's an infrastructure phantom. It's a failure of what's red, but they still print the paper filled with lines of dread. Sewage and water, Porch Roulette. Place your bets upon the dial. Will they send a human out, or estimate a while? Spin the wheel of fortune, watch the water pressure drop. $5,000 for a faucet that I already may stop. Yeah, the streets are always flooding, but my living room is bone. If I owed them for an ocean, I would surely need a loan. Keep the dispute pending, let the late fees start to set. Just another heavy loser, playing waterboard roulette. Out-of-towners look confused when I say I'm heading out. How you making all that food without a kitchen or a spout? It's the language of the river, a linguistic little twist. I ain't cooking nothing yet, I'm just staring at a list. Got the buggy wheels are shaking, pulling slightly to the right, going down the coffee aisle underneath the floor, resting light. Yeah, I'm making groceries, rolling down the center line. I just came in for some butter, but I'll be here for a while. Got the blue plate mayonnaise, a crispy French bread roll, 2 pounds of andouille that's waiting for a bowl. Yeah, it's a local operation, it's a weekly kind of chore. I'm making groceries at the neighborhood store. Walked in for a gallon of milk and a single yellow onion. Now I'm standing by the register, holding a class reunion. Mr. Paul is talking Saints, Miss Brenda's talking weather, while the ice cream in my basket is melting all together. Got 3 different conversations happening over by the cheese. I am trapped inside the aisles and I'm begging for the keys. Pop the trunk, turn the key, get the frozen shrimp back to the AC. If I hit another detour, if I catch a sudden flood, everything I just collected gonna end up in the mud. Yeah, I'm making groceries, rolling down the center line. I just came in for some butter, but I'll be here for a while. Got the blue plate mayonnaise, a crispy French bread roll, 2 pounds of andouille that's waiting for a bowl. Yeah, it's a local operation, it's a weekly kind of chore. I'm making groceries at the neighborhood store. Yeah, paper or plastic, double bag it, please. Put the butter at the bottom so my tomatoes won't freeze. Tell your mama I said hi. I live in a house that's long and lean, narrowest place you ever have seen. 12 feet wide, 60 feet deep, no place to hide, no place to sleep. Front door opens to the living room. Sheriff, you look straight back and see the kitchen from there. The shotgun house blues, living in a single line. I can't get away from you, you can't get away from mine. Every time I move, I'm stepping on your shoes. Lord have mercy on these shotgun house blues. Had a fight with my baby just the other night. I tried to storm out, tried to do it right. Went to the kitchen to grab me a beer. Had to walk through the bedroom, she was sitting right here. You can't slam a door when there ain't no hole. You just march past your trouble staring at those. The shotgun house blues, living in a single line. I can't get away from you, you can't get away from mine. Every time I move, I'm stepping on your shoes. Lord have mercy on these shotgun house blues. If a guest comes over, knocking at the gate, gotta walk through the bedroom just to reach the plate. They see my unmade bed, they see my dirty socks. Living in this hallway is like living in a box. Ain't no secrets here, ain't no mystery, just a whole lot of closeness and lots of old history. I got the shotgun house blues, living in a single line. I can't get away from you, you can't get away from mine. Every time I move, I'm stepping on your shoes. Lord have mercy on these shotgun house blues. The rent is cheap, the ceiling is high, just makes me wanna cry. Shotgun house blues, shotgun house blues, shotgun house blues. Yeah. Yeah. Staring at the screen, the spaghetti model spin, looking at the Gulf to see what mood the water's in. The weatherman's got his jacket on, the pressure's dropping fast. Checking on the bank account to see how long the cash will last. Got a quarter tank of gas and the station's out of ice. Running through the variables, checking on the price. It's the evacuation calculus, the math is getting tight. Do we pack the car, hit the road, or board it up and fight? A hotel room in Houston, all the generators hum, calculating every mile before the heavy weather comes. Yeah, stay or go, let me see. Trying to outsmart a category 3. I-10 is a parking lot, a bumper to bumper red. Got the dog inside the carrier, the dog under the bed. If we leave on Thursday morning, we might make it out of state. If we wait until Friday, man, it's gonna be too late. Calling up the neighbors, seeing what the block will do. Nobody wants to pull the trigger till the sky's turning blue. Cost of the gas, cost of the stay, cost of the food if we're running away. Risk of the wind, risk of the flood, risk of the water coming up in the mud. It's the evacuation calculus, the math is getting tight. Do we pack the car, hit the road, or board it up and fight? A hotel room in Houston, all the generators hum, calculating every mile before the heavy weather comes. Yeah, stay or go, let me see. Trying to outsmart a category 3. If we leave, the storm will turn and hit the other coast. You know it always does. If we stay, we'll lose the grid and end up as a ghost. That's just the way it goes. Flip a coin, draw a line, read the radar map. Caught inside of this heavy meteorological trap. Yeah, the cone of uncertainty is shifting east. Will it keep getting stronger or start to cease?
Sun was shining bright at 2:45. Now the neutral ground looks like the deep blue sea. Left the house wearing nothing but my summer best. Now I'm staring down a bacterial test. Look to the left, the neutral ground's gone. Just a muddy brown river sitting on the lawn. I got flip-flops in the flood, swishing down the street. God only knows what is touching my feet. A floating Go-Cup, a Mardi Gras bead. This is not the kind of moisture my skin needs. Yeah, toe here, hoping for the best. Putting my immune system to the ultimate test. To the ultimate test. Stepped off the curb and it's over my toes. Where the water came from, well, everybody knows. Got a rogue piece of trash brushing up against my heel. Trying not to think about the way that it feels. The water's kinda warm, and that makes it much worse. Muttering a heavy little under-breath curse. Take a slow step, don't lose the shoe. The water is turning a questionable hue. There's a suction cup sound when I'm lifting my heel. Trying to pretend that the panic ain't real if the strap breaks down. It's an absolute wrap. I'll be walking barefoot in this municipal trap. I got flip-flops in the flood, squishing down the street. God only knows what is touching my feet. A floating Go-Cup, a Mardi Gras bees. This is not the kind of moisture my skin needs. Yeah, toe heel, hoping for the best. Putting my immune system to the ultimate test. Yeah, just leave the shoes at the door. Need to wash my feet with bleach, making my skin crawl. It's more than a figure of speech. I'm not walking through that.
Door swings open, heat walks in. Thick as liquor on my skin. Street lamp buzzing like a dare. Breath turns heavy, won't go anywhere. July sits on my chest like a dog that won't get down. Yeah, so sweet it hurts. Every step through this old town. Sky don't move, it just leans on my shoulders, on my breath. In this New Orleans night, July sits on my chest. Shirt sticks, heartbeat, slow and loud. Mosquito quiet, hunts the crowd. Sidewalk sweating, car runs black. Every shadow climbs my back. July sits on my chest like a dog that won't get down. Yeah, so sweet it hurts. Every step through this old town. Sky don't move, on my chest. Even whispers way up ton. Even laughter drags its feet. Prayer beats cling to my palm like they scared to meet the street. I keep walking, can't walk free, 'cause the weather walks with me. July sits on my chest like a dog that won't get down. Air so sweet it hurts. Every step through this old town. Sky don't move, it just leans on my shoulders, on my breath. In this New Orleans night, July sits on my chest. Yeah. Calendar flip to the middle of May. Humidity peaked at the end of the day. Sun's going down, the air's getting tight. Looking out the window, staring at the light. A halo of bugs circling under the lamp. They're rising in clouds from the soil and the damp. I shout down the hallway, don't open the door. They're already crawling all around the floor. Turn off the TV, unplug all the screens. It's a full-on invasion, a terrible, scary scene. They're squeezing through cracks in the window, leaving millions of wings across the hardwood floor. Lock up the house, keep the living room warm. Brace yourself, baby, for the Formosan Swarm. We're eating our dinner in total pitch black. I feel a light tickle halfway down my back. I swat at my shoulder, I jump from the chair. I'm fully convinced here is one in my hair. You turn on your phone just to check on the time, and it doesn't fly at you in perfect straight line. They're dropping their wings like a horrible snow. There is nowhere to hide, there is nowhere to go. Did you feel that? Snap, did it bite? Snap, don't you dare turn on the light. They're in the kitchen, they're in the hall. They're crawling up all over the drywall. Just keep breathing and close your eyes. We have to wait for the next sunrise. Turn off the TV, unplug all the screens. It's a full-on invasion, a terrible, scary scene. They're squeezing through cracks in the window, leaving millions of wounds across the hardwood floor. Lock up the house, keep the living room warm. Brace yourself, baby, for the Formosan Swarm. Hit the broom, the dustpan too. They're everywhere within my view.
I know exactly where I'm going. Put on the gas, cruising St. Charles Avenue. Got a reservation and a view for two.
But you missed the turn, yeah, you drifted wide. You're stuck on the lake when we need the riverside.
I'm taking the scenic route, just enjoy the vibe.
Scenic route, baby, we're barely alive.
Snap. Why you gotta stress? 'Cause you're making a mess.
Oh, we're caught in the friction between the no and the yes. Now we're stuck
On the neutral ground,
I can make a U-turn and I won't turn around.
neither one is moving, neither one is sound, just holding our ground.
On the neutral V. Streetcar is coming, better move your feet.
You're blocking the tracks and you're blocking the street.
I'm standing on principle, I know I am right. I can navigate the city in the middle of the night.
It's a one-way street.
Yeah, but I got the heat.
Honey, check the sign.
Except the defeat. Snap.
Why you gotta stress? Cause you're making a mess.
Oh, we're caught in the friction between the no and the yes. Yeah, now we're stuck on the neutral ground. I can make a U-turn and I won't turn around. Neither one is moving, neither one is sound, just holding our ground. On the neutral ground.
Meet me in the middle.
Only if you yield.
I'll admit I missed the turn.
And now that you feel.
Turning left, watch the ditch. I got it.
Yeah.
Sure you do.
Ooh, get on a neutral ground.
Neutral ground. Neutral ground.
Neutral ground. Neutral ground.
It's the Daiquiri Loophole. Yeah, sun is beating down on the dashboard of the car. Pulling up to the window like a neighborhood bar. Got the AC blasting, but the humidity is high. Need a frozen concoction just to help me survive. And the man a 24 styrofoam cook. Yeah. Neon green and purple, yeah, he fills the gallon up. Yeah. It's the Daiquiri Loophole, the magic of the tape. A piece of sticky plastic is a beautiful escape. Don't you poke that paper straw, don't you break the seal. Oh, the sirens start to flash and then the trouble gets real. Yeah, it's close to your pocket, that's the letter of the law. Wait for it, just step away from the straw. Wait, just step away from the straw. Yeah, you got the 990 octane sitting right there in the dash. Potholes on the avenue, try not to let it splash. The officer is rolling, pulling up along the right, but I'm looking straight ahead and I ain't putting up a fight because the lid is still secure. I'm an innocent man, just transporting my groceries in the customized van. It's an open container, if you take a little sip, it's legal transportation if you seal up the lid. It's the Daiquiri Loophole, the magic of the tape. Piece of sticky plastic is a beautiful escape. Don't you poke that paper straw, don't you break the seal. Oh, the sirens start to flashing and the trouble gets real. Yeah, it's close to your pocket, that's the letter of the law. Hold it, just step away from the straw. Wait, just step away from the straw. Tape on the left, tape on the right. Keep the plastic completely airtight. If the paper is punctured, the magic is gone. So keep it in the console till you get out on the lawn. Yeah, the loophole keeps us rolling. Yeah. Keep the tape on tight. Don't touch that straw. I said don't touch it. Don't touch that straw.
It's an Entergy truck miracle.
Yeah. Been 72 hours and the generator died. 99 degrees and there's nowhere to hide. Freezing, smelling tragic, the ice is all gone. Sweating in the shadows on the overgrown lawn. Got a battery fan that's running out of juice. Trying to decide what I have left to lose. But I look down the avenue, what do I see? Flashing amber lights coming straight to me. A convoy of white from out of the east. The savior of the swamp, the tamer of the beast. It's an Entergy truck miracle, rolling down the street. White collar angel saving us from the heat. Give that man a po' boy, offer him a beer. The saints are in the bucket and they finally made it here. Yeah, I give him the deed to the house if he dies. faded underwear, staring at the lines, man, flying in the air. He's messing with the transformer, pulling on the wire. He's the greatest superhero ever forged in the fire. And standing in the street like a worshiping crowd, praying to the bucket while we're crying out loud. Wait for the beep, wait for the hum, feel that cold air start to finally come. The router starts to blink, the television glows. Cancel the evacuation, everybody knows it's an Entergy truck miracle. Rolling down the street, white collar angel, saving us from the heat. Give that man a po' boy, offer him a beer. The saints are in the bucket and they finally made it here. Yeah, I give him the deed to the house if he died. Just plug me back into the grid, please make it fast. Yeah, keep the AC at 68, don't touch the thermostat. God bless the bucket truck and the man in the hard hang. Somebody get that man some cold water. It's an Entergy strut.
The gas lights are flickering on the iron legs, catching a glimpse of a familiar face. The steam of the gumbo, the scent of the rain. There's a brassy old melody that's calling my name. Sidewalk is pulsing like a living thing, giving me a reason to let the rhythm swing. It's a slow motion parade on a cobblestone street, where the ghosts of the jazzmen are moving their feet. Bourbon Street echo, we're finding a strut. Keep your eyes wide open, don't keep your heart shut. Down the alley, across the square, the sound of the party hanging in the air. Keep it funky, keep it low, keep it deep in the bone. On a New Orleans night, you're never alone. You're never alone. Shadows are long under the balcony rail, leaving a shimmering, slow entering trail. No need to hurry, the night is still young, like a spicy old secret on the tip of the tongue. It's a push and a pull, a give and a take, in the beautiful ripples that the brass band makes. Bourbon Street echo, we're finding the strut. Keep your eyes wide